The first ever Tibet, Hong Kong, Taiwan Roundtable Conference was convened in Taipei on April 7th to 9th, 2017 by Students for a Free Tibet with the support of Human Rights Network for Tibet and Taiwan. The conference brought together 30 prominent Tibetan, Hong Konger and Taiwanese movement leaders and youth activists to build a strategic alliance for freedom, democracy and the right to self-determination. The conference recognizes Tibet as a historically independent nation that is occupied by the Chinese government and recognizes the Tibetan government in exile as the legitimate representative of 6 million Tibetans, and expresses its support to the Tibetan people in their struggle for a free Tibet. The conference recognizes Hong Kong's right to self-determination and self-governance. The conference recognizes Taiwan as a democratic nation whose security and sovereignty is being threatened by China's imperialist ambitions, and believes that Taiwan deserves a seat at the United Nations along other countries. The conference also honors the efforts and sacrifice of the people within China calling for democracy and freedom and expresses our solidarity with them. The conference calls for the immediate release of the Taiwanese human rights activist Li Ming-che, who was unlawfully arrested on March 19, 2017 by Chinese authorities for simply sharing his views with Chinese citizens. The conference calls for the immediate release of Chinese activists Su Chenglan and Chen Qitang, who were charged with inciting subversion of state power for standing in solidarity with the Hong Kong umbrella movement, and sentenced to 3 and 4.5 years respectively. The conference stands in solidarity with all people who were prosecuted for seeking freedom and democracy in Hong Kong. The conference calls for the immediate release of Tashi Wangchuk, a Tibetan language rights activist in Tibet, who was arrested for advocating the rights of Tibetans to study in their mother tongue. In March 2016, he was charged with inciting separatism and faces up to 15 years in prison. In spite of the intensifying repression continuing under Xi Jinping's regime, the conference recognizes the new waves of the youth movements such as the Umbrella Movement in Hong Kong, the Sunflower Movement in Taiwan, and the 2000 Uprising and subsequent movements in Tibet have activated the political consciousness of a new generation and emboldened them to pursue freedom. The conference urges the international community to counter China's assault on human rights and democracy and support the people of Tibet, Hong Kong and Taiwan in their struggles. The conference calls for a stronger alliance among the activist communities of Tibet, Hong Kong and Taiwan, and seeks to develop a long-term vision for coordination amongst the 3 movements to strive for human rights, freedom and democracy and the right to self-determination.